Hey, Mrs. Went here. Just some suggestions on how to revise your website critique essay, including how to cite it. So let's go ahead and take a look at my sample essay here. Just a couple of reminders. When you save your essay, you need to make sure you save it correctly, you name it correctly. So save as, and put your first and last name. So for example, this student, my sample student is Anna Garcia, and I'm going to put essay number 1. And I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop to make sure I can find it again. I suggest you save it in a file where you can find it. So you'll notice up here that my essay is titled my file name is Anna Garcia, essay number 1. And let's go ahead and take a look at the title that I gave my sample essay. A wonderful resource for English teachers. Please note that it does not say website critique. It does not say essay number 1. Please give your essay an interesting title that relates to what you actually wrote about. Please make sure that you have a header with your last name and a page number. This header will reappear on your second and third pages as long as you've set it up correctly. You need a heading, and you'll notice that my essay so far is single spaced. What I'm going to do is double space it, Control A, double spaced. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the actual essay. Your first paragraph should be an introduction. I gave a little introduction about what led me to use this website. I have chosen National Council of Teachers of English. And this gives you an idea. This is a professional association that I belong to, and my sample essay is about this website. So the website name is NCTE. This is the website. This is the website address, ncte.org. You only need to tell me the website address at the end of your essay. So let's take a look at this. As a teacher, blah, blah, blah. I'm always looking for ways and resources to make my lessons more interesting. So I give some background information, like what led me to this website and what is this website. I joined the National Council of Teachers of English, NCTE. Recently, this organization revamped their website. And then here's my thesis statement. Your thesis statement needs to clearly be an opinion about this website. You do not need to use the word opinion. You could use something like this. The NCTE website is especially useful for English teachers of all levels. This is my opinion. I think it's useful. Somebody else might go to this website and they might be able to argue with me and say, there's nothing here of value. I don't think it's useful. Okay, so this is what I'm going to explain. I'm going to justify my opinion. And I'm going to explain how it's useful. Remember, as you develop your essay and you work on revising it, that each body paragraph of your essay needs to have a topic sentence. And in the directions, I gave you some ideas in that little numbered list where it says some basic criteria for critiquing the website. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those should be your keywords. Those words need to show up in your topic sentences. So for example, my first impression of the NCTE website is that this is a comprehensive resource. I kind of give a first impression. I describe the home page. That's what you can do in your first impression website, in your first impression paragraph. I put the keywords in bold to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by keywords. Your essay should not have any of this in bold. And then I go on to the website is well organized. And then I explain there are some links along the top, and I would list these links. You could take a look at this website, the links along the top. If you have screen clippings, like if you know how to do a screen clip, you are welcome to include pictures in your essay. They are not required, and nor do they substitute for a good description. So you could include it right here. There are several links in the middle of the home page to allow teachers resources just for their grade, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, the whole focus of my paragraph is that the website is well organized. So I'm trying to convince my readers that the website is well organized. My second paragraph, the content is accurate and relevant, right? And that's number 3 on this little list from the instructions. So how do I know that it's accurate? Who is giving us this information on this website? Usually you have to go to the About link to find out who these people are and if they seem trustworthy and credible. So I would develop this with some details about that. My next paragraph, here's a topic sentence. The NCTE website is user-friendly. You see that keyword, user-friendly. And then I explain, well, how is it user-friendly? The links interact. You can easily go back to the home page. There's a search bar that works well and helps you find what you're looking for. There's help information, and so on and so forth. Next paragraph, the NCTE website offers ways to involve users outside of the website. So user involvement. This should be an entire separate paragraph. You might mention this slightly, like I mentioned blogs underneath relevant information, because I mentioned videos, tutorials. You might mention something twice, but that's because it might apply to 2 separate things. Now, please notice that my paragraphs here are very short. That's because this is a sample essay that I kind of threw together to try to give you something to talk about or something to look at while I talk. The NCTE website is not for everyone. So this is me building my conclusion. In your conclusion, you could talk about who this website is for, did you find it personally useful, and will you use it again? I talk about how this is not a homework help site for students, but teachers and maybe parents will find this useful. It's easy to navigate. I talk about how I have bookmarked this site, I will use it again, and it will help make me a better English teacher, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now let's cite this website. At the end of your essay, you need to hit enter until you get to a brand new page. You need to write the words work cited. Just one, no, not works, but just work cited, because you're only citing one website. Center it, hit enter once, go back to the left, type the website name, NCTE. You will notice that the website is in italics, the website name. This is in italics. Now put the sponsoring organization, National Council of Teachers of English. Now, where do you find that information out? You could do about. Sometimes it's right here, National Council of Teachers of English. Sometimes if you scroll all the way down and you find the copyright information, you'll see that there might be a span of dates, 1998 to 2012. That means the website started in 1998 and they have recently updated it in 2012. The sponsoring people, the people who pay for this and who update it, is National Council of Teachers of English. If you're doing something like the CDC, that is the United States government, and that's what you would put. So let's go back to our Word document here. So NCTE is the website name, and it's in italics. Everything else is plain. So website name, sponsoring organization, and then if you know the date that it started, you can put the date that it started. Otherwise, just put a period. You need to write the word web, because this is an internet resource. It's on the World Wide Web. And then you write the date that you accessed it. And because I accessed it for today, I'm going to put today's date, February 2012. And that's it. That's all you need to do to cite a website. And then you just hit save. Now before you submit it, here's a couple more tips. Make sure you hit spelling and grammar check, and make sure so projects, change, search bar, change, conferences, change, and then go through. If you forget to check something, run it one more time. Make sure you save it again. And at the very beginning of your essay, I joined the National Council of Teachers of English. Notice that NCTE website, NCTE, the name of the website, is technically supposed to be in italics because it's the name of an entire item. So you would want it in italics. That's about it. I've been going through the drafts and providing some feedback. Be sure to check your Blackboard page, your grades, and download my comments. Feel free to email me with any questions. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.